Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Do appreciate you tuning in this morning. My name is Bruce Dickey. You're watching us here on Big Talk on Wabash Catch TV here in Flora on channel 100, over in Salem on channel 3, and actually here in Flora also on if you're not on fiber, it's on channel 25. So we do appreciate you tuning in today. It is a glorious Tuesday, June 26th, and going to be kind of a little different show today. It's basically the second or third we've had in a series of getting to know folks here from Wabash. So that's cool. Mike Chaney is going to be joining me here in a moment as my intended guest, Josh Livesay, couldn't make it today, as I don't know if he got caught up in storms or what happened, but there are, as you may have noticed on if you're living in Salem right now, you're getting pretty hard rain. So and that is on the way here to Flora. So hopefully I hear thunder and lightning. Hopefully all the technical stuff continues to working all the way through today's show. But at some point there might be an issue at some point. I don't know. We've got a big old pile of storms on the way through, and once those get through, probably by this afternoon, hopefully it'll be done for a little while. Supposed to get very warm over the next few days here on Thursday and Friday, Saturday, looking at upper 90s for those 3 days. But it is Tuesday, June 26th, and what is going on around the area today? This all, of course, depending on, they may, if it rains too hard, folks might affect attendance some. Also today at the Flora High School, it's at the small gymnasium, the Clay County cheerleading camp for this year is underway, and they are going yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and they'll be done tomorrow around 10 o'clock, but they are going today until 10, and that's $35 to join. It's for kindergartners through fifth graders, and the cost is $35. All proceeds do benefit the Flora High School cheerleaders, probably sending those young ladies off to camp or getting them a nice new uniforms or new shoes or something like that. There's always something coming up when you're supporting a group like that. Also today at Heritage Woods, it'll be at 12:30 today. Eileen Enlow on the piano playing at Heritage Woods today. That'll be a good time. She'll go for about an hour, 12:30 to 1 o'clock at Heritage Woods down on 4th Street here in Flora. And also today, music with Dr. Chung over at the Flora Healthcare and Rehab Center. He'll be going at 2 o'clock for probably about an hour or so. So Dr. Chung plays there. He plays down at Heritage Woods. He plays all over the place. He does an outstanding job. So that'll be a fun time for all the folks down there at Flora Healthcare and Rehab Center. What is on television tonight? Well, what do you want to see? It's television today or tonight? This is kind of an interesting show to me. It's a brand new show on the History Channel tonight at 9 o'clock. It's called Fistful of Steel. Now, let me explain what this is. Have you missed out on your chance to pick up one of those devices that shoots fire, but Elon Musk says is not a flamethrower? Then maybe you can pick up some pointers from this new history series tonight, in which teams compete to build the most outrageous weapon and or get killed for the purposes of basic cable reality television. Well, hopefully that won't happen. But I guess the Fistfuls of Steel people are building weapons on the History Channel tonight. All right, that's all right. What else is going on today? Well, the World Cup continues. It'll be Groups C and Groups D completing their first round efforts today, here this morning. Of course, as I explained to you, I don't know if I did explain to you yesterday, they about in 1982, I think, would that be right? Yeah, that would be right. It was 1982, the World Cup. They had at that time the final games of each round for the groups were separated, and the teams playing last would know how many points they needed, or they would know how many points the other team needed to get in. Well, there was a game that there might have been a little bit of, shall we say, you don't want to say cheating, but maybe a little bit of manipulation of the score. Let's put it that way. And it was between England and Austria, and they were able to keep another team out of the round of, I guess, the quarterfinals at that time. So they have instituted the rules where now each team plays, or each team in the group plays their final game at the same time. That going on right now on FS1 as well as Fox Sports. FS1 here in Group C, it's Australia versus Peru. Australia still with a chance to get into the round of 16. And also on Fox, Denmark takes on France. Now the winner of Denmark-France, I believe, wins the group, but if Denmark loses and Australia wins, they still have, I believe they would get in to the round of 16. So Australia needs help. They need the French to beat Denmark, but they do still have an opportunity. So those two games going on right now. Also here this afternoon at 1 o'clock, it will be Iceland versus Croatia. Now Iceland, I think, has a wide outside shot of getting into the round of 16. Croatia is in. The interesting game is Nigeria versus Argentina. That's going to be on Fox this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Nigeria comes in with the same number of points as Argentina. If those two teams draw, that does leave the door open for Iceland to get in, potentially. But if Nigeria wins, they're in. If Argentina wins, they're in. And Lionel Messi, the world's best player, trying to drag his team on his back over the finish line, get them into the quarterfinals or into the round of 16. And he's got his hands full against a tough Nigerian squad. Again, that on Fox today at 1 o'clock. What else is going on? How about some baseball? NCAA baseball, you know that College World Series out in Omaha? Well, this rain that is here right now, it was there last night. And so they didn't play. So they're going to tee it up again. It'll be the Championship Series, Game 1, tonight at 6 o'clock on ESPN. Oregon State taking on Arkansas on fiber. That's channel 601. And they're just backing everything up a day. They really are running out of days because they've got the Omaha Royals back in town. They want their stadium back starting Friday. So, yeah, that's college baseball. What's going on in the pros? Well, early this morning, actually late morning, early afternoon at 11 o'clock today, Washington takes on Tampa Bay. That'll be at 11:10. Max Scherzer taking the mound for Washington. He'll pitch against Nathan Eovaldi, and that'll be on the MLB Network, channel 599. Also tonight, it is Cleveland at St. Louis, game 2 of their series. They had the rain there too, but they were able to get the game in. Corey Kluber taking the mound for Cleveland versus Carlos Martinez. Corey Kluber pitching like the star ace he is. Martinez needing to pitch like that if they want to beat Cleveland tonight. That they were able to stop. They were able to stop Cleveland's 7-game winning streak yesterday and extend their own to 3. Cardinals maybe trying to poke their way back into contention. That'll be on Fox Sports Midwest, channel 630. Also tonight, the Cubs out at the Dodgers. That'll be on ESPN. All 3 games this week, or 3 of the 4 games this week are for the Cubs at the Dodgers on ESPN. That'll be channel 601, and that'll be at 9:10 tonight. Also tonight on Fox Sports 1, as if Fox Sports 1 didn't have enough for you with the soccer this morning and this afternoon. Tonight, they have Arizona taking on the Miami Marlins. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Zach Godley on the mound. I make that 6 o'clock. Zach Godley on the mound for Arizona. He'll go against Eliezer Hernandez for the Miami Marlins. Again, that's on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610. So you can watch soccer this morning, soccer this afternoon on 610, soccer on your Fox channel, all kinds of good stuff. Baseball later today. And then if you're sick of that, by golly, make your own weapons. That'll be fun, too. And that'll be on the History Channel tonight at 9 o'clock. All kinds of stuff going on here at the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey show. My name is Bruce Dickey. Do appreciate you tuning in this morning. And I'll be back with a guest from, I believe Mike Chaney's going to join me from Wabash Communications. And we're going to talk about all kinds of different things. Do stick around. We'll be back right after these messages.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. My guest over here, it's Mike Chaney. Mike Chaney from Wabash Communications, Wabash Cooperative. What do you think, Mike? Is your first time in this room?
No, it's not the first time. It's the first time I've seen the lights on, though.
Yeah, what do you think of that? You all right with that?
Well, I'm
You
okay
getting nervous?
with it. Well, not really. I can't see anybody, so it seems like
The voluminous studio audience that you're talking
well, I see
about
the
over
step
there?
ladder and the boxes and things.
Well, that's
Yeah,
cool.
right.
Well, it is. There's nothing like the fabulous life of cable talk shows, buddy.
Well, I assume when you're on TV, you see all the background and everything, and
Yeah.
that really looks nice and is
Yeah.
impressive, and
Yeah.
and really it's
There
just
he
kind of
goes.
a cracker box.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Mike is a right-of-way agent here for Wabash Co-op, Wabash Communications, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, as well as maybe a little bit about Mike's past, varied lifestyle. You got an interesting life. You have done all kinds of different things, haven't you?
I've been, well, I should say I've wore many hats in my lifetime.
Like what? What have you done?
I was involved in plumbing.
Okay.
I was basically after that I was involved in manufacturing and tool and die, and then after that I was involved in insurance. I was an insurance agent.
Really?
And that was all when I lived here, and then when I moved up north, and then when I moved back, I worked here at a company that flourished in Flora, Illinois for several years, and then kind of faded away, and that was Spartan Manufacturing.
Okay. Yeah. They're still over in Salem, right?
Well, I don't think it's Spartan. There might be a kind of an offshoot from it, but
Okay.
If they're over there, I'm unaware of it.
Yeah.
But I went from that. Like I said, I obtained an insurance license. I didn't get into insurance. Well, I was in insurance, several different companies, and then after that, I got a real estate license, and it was several years probably before I really.
So you're kind of like me in that you have. I'm now in my fourth basic industry, third industry, but only basically my fourth job in my 30 years of working. And you kind of bounced around like that, or a little bit more.
Yeah, I've had the old saying, kind of a jack of all, master of none.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
What I'm doing right now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Of course, he's contractually obligated to
Right.
say that.
If I want my paycheck this week. No.
What was your second favorite? I always wonder about people who go into plumbing. I've got a really good friend who's a plumber, and he went into it because his dad did it. And I always wonder what gets somebody, because it's a tough job. That's a tough gig.
It probably started back when I was in high school. During summers, I worked for another plumber here in town. Elam and Schroeder, S&E Plumbing.
Okay.
I was a sophomore in high school working for them, and then when I graduated from high school, I went on to college for a few years, and then it was kind of something I could fall back on, and it was kind of ironic. I was working for S&E just out of high school, and I had a friend of mine come by one day and said, "You want to go look for a job?"
Yeah.
And I turned around and asked Jim Elam, I said, "Can I go look for a job?" He's wanting to go up north, probably Caterpillar. And they let me go. And
You never came back?
Well, never went back to work for them, no.
What was the toughest part of your day? I mean, the good thing you've got with the background like that, you can do all kinds of things around your house, right? I mean, if anything goes wrong, you're Mr. Fix It.
In most cases. Sometimes it may not be a perfect fix, but it works normally.
See, that's unlike me at all. I have to make a phone call when the smallest little thing goes off.
See, I'm the guy on the other end of that. I get the phone call. My wife and I, between us have 6 daughters.
Yeah.
And we've got a wonderful family and some great son-in-laws. But all the son-in-laws, they're pretty self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And between them and myself, we can do just about anything.
Well, see, now that's cool.
And we do work well together.
Well, that is good, but the good thing now, do they come to you for advice on fixing stuff? You say they're self-sufficient. Are you helpful?
They come to me to start, and then when I disappoint them, they run me off. It's just, really, we've got projects going all the time. Like I said, my son-in-laws, they seem to be pretty self-sufficient. They do a lot of things for themselves, and our next project, I just found this out this past week.
Oh, they have another project for you?
Yes.
They're keeping you busy.
It's a granddaughter wants a tree house.
Oh, that's cool.
And they are fortunate enough to live out where they have a lot of trees.
Right.
And the trees are reasonably close to the home, so it's within eyesight, very easy, So.
Have you, did they make you a part of the search for the particular tree?
No.
Have they chosen one?
I've been told that they have a location.
Oh, right. Did you, I got to ask, did you build tree houses for yourself as a kid or for your kids as growing up? Girls don't usually have tree houses like boys do.
You're right about the girls. Really unique granddaughter. She's kind of outdoorsy, and she likes being out. And I can't really blame her. I do too. But
yeah,
it's not that as far as tree houses, I have no idea how.
The reason I ask now, there's a reason I ask this, because I did participate in the building of one as about an 8 or 9 year old kid, which leads you to probably have some suspicions about the quality of the treehouse. And your suspicions would be well founded. Yeah. It was a terrible treehouse. It was basically just like a pallet sitting on a crotch of tree limbs. And this day and age, you could do that, and mom and dad wouldn't care if you fell out of a tree in that day and age, because they were 5 kids, so they could always have another one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. See, now that's a nice opportunity to see. Now you have tell me about the grandchild that plays baseball. He just made all conference, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I'm real proud of Hunter. Hunter, gosh, I can't even come up with
Callahan.
Hunter
Callahan plays for Sisney.
Plays for Sisney. He's a very good ball player. They have high hopes for him, and we all do. He has excelled at baseball.
Yeah.
And he's a pretty good sized young man and pretty scrappy.
Just a sophomore, isn't he?
Yes, well, he'll be a junior this coming year. But yes, and he's doing well.
Talking to Mike Chaney, we're talking about all kinds of different things. Getting to know some of the folks here at Wabash Communications. Appreciate you tuning in here today on Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. That's Mike Chaney. We're going to come back, talk about all kinds of other things. Also may talk a little bit about when you might see him poking around your lawn. So that's a possibility. Well, if they're watching this, they may not, but they probably have already seen you poking around their lawns, right?
There's a possibility.
Yes. That's Mike. I'm Bruce. We'll be right back here for more on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Who knows? Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name's Bruce Dickey. This is Mike Chaney. He works here for Wabash Communications, Wabash Co-op. And we are talking about a wide variety of things, tree houses, plumbing, all kinds of things. And Mike's helping us out. Okay, one of the parts of Mike's past that he and I have in common is that we have both been exalted rulers at the Elks Lodge in our particular town. How long you been an Elks member?
41 years.
41 years,
yes.
So that'd be like 1977?
Something like that.
And you became an ER pretty quickly then, huh?
It takes, if you go through the channels and do it the way you're supposed to, it takes about 7 years to become an ER. I was ER in 80, 81. And
they must have seen potential, or they needed somebody. They needed somebody to fill a seat, maybe.
Well,
that's how I got pushed into it.
Well, yeah, but that's years ago, and some of us at the time that were younger officers in the organization, we would kind of joke about some of the older officers that would come back and tell us how terrible we were and how we didn't do this right and we didn't do that. And that kind of gave us a little incentive to, try and do as good as we possibly could. And the work paid off for the officers in the lodge.
Did that seeing that and being cognizant of that as a young man, does that stay in your mind not to do that as you grow older and you see things going see how things are going at different organizations or at the club or anywhere else?
Well, we're all, people have a tendency to be more
human nature.
Yeah, to be more critical about things and to give blessings and
crabbier.
Yeah, and so no, I see the local lodge is struggling, and it's not because that we have a lot of good young people that are involved in it, but it's just a combination of things. It's change of times. Electronics may have as much to do with it as anything.
No, you got a point. You got a point.
The
People don't
TVs,
get out.
Yeah, they the video with this and that, and anyway. But no, things are different. Used to, entertainment was maybe to be more involved. Now the entertainment comes to the individual. I mean, it's right there in the palm of their hand.
It's on their TV or on their phone.
Yeah, and we were very lucky through the Elks, and the Elks is a wonderful organization. They do a lot of good that a lot of times they don't get credit for. But it was an experience. I was very appreciative of having the opportunity to go through the officer and the training with the Elks, and it kind of helps with doing the PR work, doing the public relations.
Well, it helps you, it probably helped you.
And it kind of got me to the point where I'm not really afraid to stand up and talk to people.
Probably helped you in becoming a realtor, becoming an insurance agent.
Well, that's true, but also that was somewhat family-oriented, too.
Yeah.
My dad was in real estate for years and years and years, and then he became county clerk here in Clay County.
All right, when you were in the Elks Club, Flora had a outstanding ritual team for years. Were you a part of that?
I was a part of it. I was not necessarily an officer at the time. I had already
because ritual teams don't have to be the particular officers at the particular time, right?
It's supposed to be.
Oh, it is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be, and you're supposed to change officers. If you have a repeat officer in a particular station, as we call it, then you're penalized.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And no, you're supposed to have new officers in each station. Of course, the progression, as you well know, the top station is
lecturing, loyal, leading,
anyway,
and ER.
But it's something that you have to earn.
Yeah.
And as you go through the particular stations, you become more aware of what Elkdom is all about and the good things that they do. Now, and it kind of makes you want to stay and be part of it.
That's true, Mike. As I was an ER at Fairfield, we did not have a ritual team per se. We do our rituals basically 4, 5, 6 times a year. Whenever the district deputy guy comes, you would do it, and as well as the initiations and that sort of thing. How many hours but Flora built a really good squad. How many hours do you think went into each? What'd you tell me? They won 13 out of 15 years?
Yes.
Is that the
state contest?
One state contest, yes. 13 out of 15 years.
And then proceeded on to the national contest.
Which were typically at the national conventions.
It was at national conventions, which were different locations all over the United States.
Right. How many years do you think, or how many hours do you think went into, on average, each year trying to win that contest by those officers? Just one particular person.
As far as going all the way through the chairs, it'd be very difficult to figure out the hours. But when we were practicing for a ritual at state level, and if we were fortunate enough to win state practice for the national level, we would practice normally 3 times a week. That would take
takes about an hour to go through
go through it, and we would usually go through it twice. So about 2 to 3 times a week when we were practicing to do the ritual contest, we would spend easily 10 hours a week to maybe 12 or 14 hours a week.
And that's each person?
Yes.
That's a ton of time, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
A commitment.
Yes.
Tell me about the progression, able to get really good. You were talking earlier that at some point Olney had been very good in this district, and then they kind of gave Flora the tip that helped you guys improve?
It was somewhat like that. Olney had participated and had gotten to the level that they participated nationally.
Yeah.
Flora participated for years we had participated, even on the district level, and when
Just
we
couldn't
didn't win, we didn't know why. We didn't have the people that were the judges of the contest wouldn't say, well, you did this wrong, you did that wrong. And Olney had really benefited from either someone telling them or getting information somehow or just finally figuring it out.
Really?
And we used Olney a lot. They were very helpful. There were 2 or 3 officers that came and helped us, and then to their misfortune, we did finally win, and they lost.
You started beating them.
Yes. And
took their information.
And we had some people that were very competitive and very dedicated, and they wanted to win.
Yeah.
And once we found out what it took, then we really excelled and went on. And like I said, we won one year, went to nationals, lost the next year in district level.
Yeah.
And state level. And then we went back, and then we had a run of like 12 years in a row that nobody in the state could beat us.
That's really pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there were different. What other teams throughout the state were always the good ones? I mean, that were always nipping at your heels.
The district that we were in was probably the most competitive.
Oh, is that right? So if you got out of this district, you were doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's correct. Olney always had a really good team. Robinson had a good team. Danville. We were basically considered the southeast part of Illinois, and we went basically, the northern one was Danville area down, and Fairfield was really the southern part, and we were kind of more in the southern area. But it took a lot of work, and there was a lot of good teams. Like I said, our district was very competitive.
That's pretty good. I'm talking to Mike Chaney. We're talking about all kinds of different things. Mike works here at Wabash. He's a right-of-way agent, and we're going to see what that actually means when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV, Channel 3 over in Salem, Channel 100 or Channel 2. You've got on 25 at your house, right?
Yes.
Channel 100 or Channel 25 here in Florida. Also, you see us down in Jeff, Sisney, up in Louisville. We do appreciate all of you tuning in, and we'll be back with Mike. Talk a little bit more about what's going on around Wabash, and we'll be back right after these words. Do stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your #1 choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit.
but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. My guest today is Mike Chaney. We're talking about all kinds of things. Mike Chaney is a right-of-way agent for Wabash Communications. All right, first question anybody asks you, what in the world is a right-of-way agent?
Basically, when a company needs to get from point A to point B, and they need to have involvement of private property. The right-of-way agent will contact the property owners and attempt to get what is called an easement.
Okay.
That easement is to give the utility company, if that's what it happens to be, the right to put their facility on their property. And it's not, they're not purchasing the property, it's just they have the right to be there. In Wabash's case, we're putting a fiber optic cable in. We're going a minimum 3 feet deep so that it can be farmed over and all that. In some cases, the easement is obtained by purchasing it. In other cases, it's just by the generosity of the property owner that, okay, fine, as long as it isn't in my way. Once that agreement has been reached, whichever it is, then the easement is drawn up, the property owner signs it, it's notarized.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's notarized, well, the company has the right to go in and put their facility in.
Right.
Wabash is probably the, excuse me, the most lenient company that I've
Well, you've been doing this, I mean, you've been working with real estate for years and years and years.
I do have a real estate license, and I was involved in real estate. Had Chaney Real Estate here in Flora, and my brother had built Chaney Real Estate for about 30 years before I ended up taking over the business. But getting back to the right-of-way, every utility company needs to have a place to put their utility. A lot of times, not only Wabash, but several of them will go out on a road right-of-way. That's not the most desirable place to be because of the counties, the states, or whoever may come along and they want to deepen a ditch or they want to widen the road.
There are the occasional accidental cuts.
And yes, and it's the idea is to try and avoid those accidental cuts. Mm-hmm. Wabash is probably the most lenient I've been involved with in that they don't hold up the property owner if there is an accidental cut. Maybe they're putting a post in or doing something, a fence or something, and accidentally get into it. But anymore with the Julie 1 calls, which is it is a necessity. I don't care if you're within the community or if you're outside in the rural area. If Julie 1 call is almost a no-brainer.
You have to do it.
It's a no-brainer.
You have to do it.
Yeah, If not, you are responsible.
Are you doing it, or is the property owner calling Julie whenever there's something underway?
It depends on what is going to be done. If the property owner is working on his own, say he's building a building and he wants to
build a gate, putting up a gate, going to be digging some posts.
Then the individual calls Julie.
And Wabash, as well as, of course, the electrical companies and the pipelines, they're all feeding information into the Julie system all the time, right?
And it's not necessarily called Julie everywhere. It happens to be in Illinois, it's called Julie. In Indiana, it's Holy Moly. There's different places that it's called different things. But it's basically an 811 number, no matter what you do. And it's something that's very necessary. But getting back to the right-of-way, once the cable, with Wabash especially, once it's in, most times you never know it's there.
Right.
You just, it's.
How deep does it go? You said it's a minimum of 3. What's typical, though?
It once again depends on if it is being plowed in. Well, it's usually 3 to 3.5 feet deep with the equipment that Wabash uses to put in. It can go in some areas if it's called for extra depth. Depending on the construction company, they've got the equipment, they could go 5 or 6 feet deep with a plow. When it's boring, basically they can go as deep as is necessary.
Really?
What runs into situations when it's bored, sometimes it gets a little carried away, maybe 10 feet deep, maybe 20 feet deep, maybe deeper than that. Once it gets down to, say, 10-foot depths and deeper, it gets really difficult to locate.
Yeah.
So when Julie is called and somebody goes out to locate, then they have difficulty finding the cable because there is not the equipment to locate cables that deep.
I've always wondered about the now you and I have had this conversation months ago. You may not remember it, and I might be making it up in my head.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I've always wondered about the how folks locate wires as well as water lines and that kind of thing. And you and I have talked about divining rods, right?
I believe we had that conversation one time.
And you and I had a bit of a disagreement about the divining rods, as I recall.
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in them.
Oh, well, you see, no, we didn't have a disagreement. But I don't believe in them either, but we've seen them work. That's the thing that is confounding, right?
That's true. Sometimes it's just absolutely amazing. And other times it is so wrong, it's very, very disturbing. Is that
right?
And there's some people that swear that they can divine or witch, or there's another terminology, I forget what.
I know witching is some of it. I know divining some of it too.
They've got another name for it too, but I can't remember what it is now.
You don't typically work with divining rods.
No. No. And there's different divining rods. There's some that have the coat hangers, or some that have a copper wire. Others have got a willow stick or branch with a fork in it.
That's great. That's Mike Chaney. We're talking about all kinds of different things. We're gonna figure out how to find oil and become rich men here in a little bit. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce Dickey. Mike Chaney. We'll be right back after these messages. Do please stick around. Thank you so much.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
South edge of St. Louis.
Yeah.
You go down south on 55.
He's giving me directions, ladies and gentlemen, to a particular place. Actually, you know, the good thing is with a fella who, like yourself, who's a right-of-way agent, former real estate agent. Can you find any place in the county if I asked you where something it would be? Would you be able to find it?
Well, it's pretty easy anymore, GPS.
Oh, yeah, I don't like it. It's cheating. GPS is cheating.
With a plat book, yes, I could find anything in the county.
Do you use GPS much?
No more than I have to.
Yeah.
I don't. 99% of the time it's accurate. It's that 1% will really get you in trouble.
Oh, boy, it can. There's that 1% where it puts you on some lane into an oil field or something like that.
Well, I've heard horror stories like that. I haven't really been involved in that, but my wife and family kind of get a little irritated at me because I still look at maps.
I do too. Are we relics?
I am. You're not. I am. But
that's kind. That is kind of you to say, Mike.
We're planning on going vacation here for too long, and I drug out the old atlas.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's tattered and torn, but I can see from point A to point B when you're going across several states.
Absolutely.
That GPS will get you the first, you got a little screen and it shows your little car going.
Yeah.
which I don't know.
Well, I'm like you. I like the thought. I've got a in-laws living in Norfolk, Virginia now, and I like the thought that I can turn right out of my house and head right down Route 45, take a left onto 64, and get to Norfolk, Virginia in about 14 hours.
Yeah.
All I got to do is stay on 64. I'll be fine. I like knowing that. There are probably people who would freak out about the thought of having to go through Louisville, Lexington, and whatever all else. West Virginia having to do that, but I'm like you. All right, well that's cool. Do you ever have? We're the Wabash expanding all the time. You've been very busy, haven't you?
We have been extremely busy.
Yeah.
Wabash is quite aggressive right now in trying to expand and get their product out to a lot of the southern Illinois area, and that's good because there's a lot of areas in southern Illinois that Wabash is really an asset for their communications, and I hear that practically every day that I'm out in the field making contact.
That makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It does. It does. There's areas, and it's kind of hard to believe that that is really obsolete on their communications.
If you think in 2018, you think everyone has everything, but they don't, do they?
No, they don't. I was in a particular county here 6 months ago that this individual told me that his children really liked to see him come home because his cell phone was their hotspot.
Is that right?
They didn't have cell service. I mean, they had cell service. They didn't have internet where they were at.
They wanted data.
Yeah, and
kids are probably going crazy without data.
It was, and it's becoming a world where the internet is really in charge. And
are you met whenever you're going to talk to folks about right-of-way issues? For the most part, it's a boon to them, I think, right, to have. Are you met with hesitation very often? How often do you think you have folks just, no, get the heck off my property, you big jerk?
Well, you do run into that. It's probably less than 5% of the time, but normally it stems from a bad experience.
Really?
People have had issues with other companies not doing what they tell them they're going to do, especially when it comes to restoration. They may go across their property and leave a ditch, or they leave a big pile of dirt and they just leave it there. A lot of times it's really difficult to follow water line companies, pipeline companies. We are a little cable that's about the size of my finger.
Yeah.
You get a 36-inch pipeline company coming through, well, yes, that's a lot more damage, and the farmers cannot cross from one side of it to the other with their equipment until the ground settles and all. Well, and they visualize when you come in saying, I'm a utility company and I want an easement to cross your property.
They're thinking 36-inch pipe.
They're thinking something as wide as this table that's we're going to be putting in, but it's not that.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, you're doing a great job. You're.
I haven't heard. Wabash is, yes.
Well, I haven't heard anybody beefing at him from his phone line. That's half the battle, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, that's half. Well, that's more than half the battle.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Mike Chaney, thanks for your time this morning. Okay. I really do appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome.
You are watching a Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. That's Mike Chaney. Thank you so much for watching us here on Wabash Catch TV, here in Flora on Channel 125, in Salem on Channel 3. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Talk to y'all real soon.